and welcome to this inaugural episode of my Warhammer sort of projects. I mean, I've done Warhammer videos in the past, but I'm specifically, as I mentioned in the Muse last week, doing alternating between the various Warhammer armies that I've got and the Napoleonic stuff that I'm doing as well. So this is sort of like an introductory video. I'm just going to show you what I've done in the last few days, to be honest. I've been a bit naughty. I haven't painted any Napoleonics for the last 4 or 5 days. I've just been sort of sorting through my Warhammer stuff, deciding what I'm going to do, looking at various bits and pieces I've got lying around. Looked at some of the stuff that I got the other week off Graham, because some of it, as you know, jumped out at me. The Empire stuff. So I've had a mad Empire few days, and I've done some Dwarves as well. So we'll have a look at the Dwarves and the Empire stuff. Before we go too far into the video, I got a query for people. If you happen to have, well, if you happen to want some elves, right? Basically, the elves I'm talking about are the ones from the Isle of Blood box set, and you have some goblins. Let me know. I was looking at, this is to do with. I'll just tell you a little backstory on this. Many years ago, I had quite a vast orc and goblin army, and at the time I thought, oh, I can't be bothered anymore, I'm not going to do Warhammer again, so I gave them to my son's school, his Warhammer club, thinking that, you know, never regret it, and obviously I regret it now, because I wish I'd never done that, because out of the races that I've got, I mean, I like the Empire humans, and they've got a good, they've got a good range of troops. Obviously, I've got my Dwarves, well, they're very stoic chaps, and I'm rebuilding the Dwarf army, as you know. Skaven, I like the Skaven because of the unpredictability of them and the downright utter sort of challenge of the Skaven. But I always enjoyed the Orc and Goblin armies because of their unpredictability and the fact that it's very, well, with Goblins, it's very difficult to actually enter a game knowing that you're going to win. It's not something that happens very often, I don't think, with the Goblin army. Obviously, people who are good at Goblins, I'm sure, could pull off a win or two. But I just like them. They're a fun army, and they were my fun army. It was mainly Goblins, not many Orcs. I had a few Orcs in it, but it was mainly Goblins. Anything where you fire a member of your army across the battlefield with an explosive device in the hands, you've got to give it to them, haven't you, really? So anyway, so I'm going to try and get some goblins back up and running. So, like I say, if you want some elves and you've got some goblins, let me know. I'll show you the elves I'm talking about now. So these are the elfy bits I'm talking about. Bear with me a sec. And these are all the elf sprues out of the Islands of Blood box set. So this is what I'm looking to swap with anybody if they want it, and I've got some goblins. Like I say, I'm not after anything painted or anything like that. I want, preferably unpainted or easily strippable. So yeah, all of the elves out of the Islands of Blood stuff. So if anybody's got any goblins that they don't want and they want some elves, then let us know. Okay, so that's the Islands of Blood elves that are on offer. Just drop us a personal message if you want to do a trade. So without further ado, let's have a look at what I've been doing. So we'll start off with this chap. I did him the other day. He was the noble from Warhammer Quest. When Graham Collins sent me this chap, and I didn't know who he was, so he informed me. Like I say, he formed an experiment that I was doing in relationship to speed painting the Empire models, and he turned out okay. I basically flat base coated him and dunked in a dip, and he's come out quite well. So that was him. He was the first little project that I did him last Saturday, I think. I then decided that I'd put together some of the old Empire men that Graham sent. I've not finished basing these because I'm going to base the whole unit. What I've done is painted them up in the same colours that I'm doing my Napoleonic line infantry. I think they're looking quite well. They're going to look pretty good as a unit. I mean, obviously, there's a middle rank as well, but I haven't finished painting the middle rank ones. But quite like them. They're coming out well. So I've done a few more of these, and I'll probably get all the ones that Graham sent, and I've bunged a load of ones that I already had painted into a load of Dettol, so I'll get them stripped, just so as I can actually do the whole regiment using the same scheme, because I quite like how the schemes come out. So it's very simple, but once again, they're just dipped. Coming back to goblins and things, I fancied challenging myself a bit, see if I could make some of the Skull Pass orcs, Skull Pass dwarves come out okay, and this was the other day I did these, and they've come out alright. Once again, it's the first time I've ever painted the sort of more current GW paint schemes of all of the metalwork and stuff. I usually don't really go for that, but like I say, these are quite a challenge to paint, because there's not obviously there's starter pack minis, so they're fairly plain, but I think they've worked out okay. Not a lot of problems with them. Like I say, I'll do the rest. I've got all of them dwarves from that that starter box set thing, so I'll paint the whole lot up over the next few weeks. I haven't as yet started this. This is the stone thrower that Graham sent. I have actually worked out how to put it all together now and started to clean it up, so that's this weekend. I think I'll probably begin that. One of the reasons I'm not actually doing it is I'm trying to work out a painting rig for it, and a basing strategy. Get them out. They're also sort of very nice looking dwarves. Dwarves. These are the this crew here are more dwarfy in their outlook on life, as opposed to the other crews, some of the other weapons from the old sets, which are a bit more. So I can find one. Bear with me. disc dwarf, you know, with the feathers and stuff. So there you go. That's what the other crews are like. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, let me put him back. Where's he go? Stick him there. So I'll be getting on with that in the next week as a major job, and I'm just doing, let me move the camera up, I'm just doing these currently. Once again, they're some more of the minis that Graham sent. As you can see, I'm doing them in the red and white, black hats. The feathers will be white over red. Obviously, not to the Napoleonic centre companies. I think I'm going to, like I said the other week, I'm going to repaint the Empire Army, and I'm going to give it a Napoleonic theme all the way through it, because I do actually like it. And yeah, so that's where I'm up to with my Warhammer projects at the moment. Like I say, I'm going to concentrate on the Dwarf army in the main. I'm just doing these Empire minis because I actually love these old Empire State troops. I've got some Reichsguard Knights in stripper at the minute, so I'm going to try and use those as state troops as well, because if the Reichsguard Foot Knights don't exist in the rules anymore. Anyway, so that's my update for Warhammer. Thanks for watching. Bye.